Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Godzilla Destruction City from Bandai. That's right, Godzilla is stomping into theaters, and that means we get a whole bunch of cool new toys of this infamous beast. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at this really cool minifigure playset featuring Godzilla himself. As you can see, the playset comes in window box packaging that fully showcases everything within. The set includes 2 minifigures, 5 tiny military vehicles, and a little city scenescape that the 2 kaiju can destroy. The back of that packaging just gives you a look at all of those pieces outside of the box and tells you that you're supposed to save the city? I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to have a lot more fun destroying the city. Alright, so like I said, several pieces that come inside here. But let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the 2 coolest parts of this set, the included minifigures. We get 2 monsters to wreak havoc on this brand new little mini city. We get Godzilla, the star of the film, and another kaiju for him to do battle with, named Muto. Now the minifigures are pretty neat. They're not overly detailed, but they're nicely done. Muto stands about 3 inches tall, while Godzilla stands almost 4 inches tall. And they're actually nicely done. The sculpts are pretty good and they feel nice and solid. Muto's got kind of a bit of a red paint job going on there on the arms and the head, but mostly he's just molded in sort of this blackish brown colored plastic. And there isn't any articulation on this particular figure. The arms kind of move a little bit, but I think that's just because they're attached to the body via a little peg there. Now Godzilla, on the other hand, is a little nicer of a figure. Not only is his sculpt and paint job a lot better, but he also features articulation at the arms and the legs, which honestly I wasn't really expecting when I first saw this set on store shelves. Obviously you're not going to get a lot of posing out of this guy with that limited movement, but the fact that he has some at all is still a bit of a surprise, and it's a pleasant one. Alright, so of course, while you got your 2 giant kaiju doing battle in your city, you've got some little military vehicles to try to put them to a stop. So included we get these 2 small little helicopters, which do have little turning blades on the top. We get 2 little jet planes, and a small little boat. Now, all of these little vehicles here are just molded in a solid black plastic. There's no paint to speak of whatsoever, no deco or anything like that, but still fun for little included pieces. Of course, it's going to be hard to kind of pose the helicopters or the airplanes because they don't really have flight stands or anything, but these are more meant so you can actually, fly them around as if they're firing at the giant kaiju doing battle to the city. Which of course is going to leave us with that city that we've got to destroy. Now, all of the pieces here are just hollowed out plastic. You can see we've got 2 different buildings, and they're just done in that light gray plastic, just like the vehicles. There's no paint deco here. And they're hollowed out on the backside, and the way they work is they're kind of meant to just kind of sit together. Like the pieces form fit to each other almost like they're giant cracks, and they just loosely sit on top of each other to form 2 different skyscraper-like buildings. To go right along with that, we have a large blue bridge. Again, no paint deco to speak of, but it does kind of just nicely sit together. It doesn't lock tight. It just kind of sits up against itself and holds itself standing up. So that way we've got ourselves this cool little city with a little bridge scene that is just ripe to be destroyed by Godzilla and Muto doing battle in the city. Now, like I said, that box says save the city for whatever reason, but kids are going to have way more fun destroying the city because the way that these are all kind of placed together and with all the little plastic pieces just sitting on top of one another, it's very easy just to have Godzilla and Muto just doing battle with each other, ramming into the building, smashing over the bridge. It's actually a lot of fun. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is the Destruction City playset from Bandai. So it's not overly detailed, but it is still a fun little playset. I mean, this is definitely meant for kids to be playing with it, but it does make a cool little scene to set up on your shelf, and the included minifigures are pretty sweet. The biggest downside with this set is the fact that it retails for $19.99, which seems a little steep for 2 minifigures and some unpainted hollowed out plastic city pieces. If this was around the $10 range, I would give this a huge thumbs up, but the price does bring it down a little bit. Still, it's a fun set, and the minifigures are cool, so if you're a big Godzilla fan, this is something that you might want to look into picking up and adding to your collection, if you can get past that $20 price tag. The Godzilla Destruction City playset is hitting store shelves right now, so happy hunting, and until next time.